Hey, this is David Lee. Is this Iris?
Hey, David Lee, it's Iris from KGON. Long time no hear from.
I've been getting ready for you, sweet tart.
Oh, it has been a long time. I just have to refresh your memory, but we have met before. It was
allegations. No charges were ever filed. Those pictures were altered digitally.
Oh, no, we've got the pictures. And they're the old style in black and white back in our old studio in Clackamas, Oregon.
Hey,
yep.
This is my life is a video. Why stop now, huh?
That's right.
Part 12, mamacita.
Yeah. So anyway,
how you been?
I've been great, and we've been following your career all these years. I mean, from the debut album with Van Halen, where you just blew us away, and continue to keep doing that over the years. And thank you.
Whoever thought, huh? I told them last season we're going to be on MTV this year. Boom. Right away. Now, I wouldn't be surprised if we play on MTV Awards show this time coming up. In fact, I just did 3 days and nights worth of film shooting for VH1 Classic. Comes up on 4th of July weekend. The whole 3-day weekend is Diamond Dave's No Holds Barbecue and 4th of July Christmas special. It's all the kinds of characters and, the hallucinations I had for California Girls and Hot for Teacher and Gigolo. My hallucination is what your reality causes me to have. So.
That's perfect. Hey, I have to ask you now, through all the years I've been following your career, I have to say I completely, I did experience the 70s, so maybe it's just a complete blank on my part, but where did the Diamond and Diamond Dave come from?
I grew up in times when all the blaxploitation movies were really popular, Superfly, Black Caesar, all that kind of thing, and I was going to schools that were all black and Spanish-speaking. Yo hablo suficiente español también. And, I got a 51 Mercury lowrider that I used to go to the Rexall. Really? When I would go just a mile away in the other direction to the other high school where the Van Halens were, that was completely Wayne and Garth. So it looks exactly like my audience today. It's everybody. I can't walk down a college campus in 22 countries without somebody going, hey, there goes that white guy. Really. And in terms of my audience, I don't care if you're carrying a peace placard or a CAR-15. I'm not even sure what that is, but I know that if you like guitars and music and the ethic that follows that, the sentiments that follow that, great. On the other hand, if you wear any kind of uniform, police, fire person, paramedic, military professional, guaranteed if you have that kind of aggressive personality, you don't know who Diamond Dave and Van Halen was? Come on. How many trial attorneys studied for their bar exam to the sounds of stuff that my voice is on? How many people got through raising families? How many people got through federal penitentiaries? Again, just allegations.
How many babies were conceived while listening to your voice?
Many, and I get the emails still, and I always did, It is, you feel like squeezing somebody. After 3 songs with me, probably you don't feel like squeezing me, but you'll feel like sleeping with somebody.
Oh, boy. Well, we can't wait to see you. You're going to be here in Portland on Tuesday, June 18th. Looking so forward to that show. You're going to rip it up. You got new songs to do. And
I got more songs. I got more hits than the Gambinos. Every single one of these tunes you grew up with, you made up with, you made love to, you threw up to, you woke up to, you went to sleep to, you passed out to. And then just on and on and on. It's way beyond simple songs, It's more well-known than My Country 'Tis a Purple. Don't you love that mountain song?
Absolutely.
That's the remix. And you'll hear California Girls, Gigolo, as long as the Running with the Devils and the Hot for Teachers and stuff. Are you seeing a lyrical similarity?
I am seeing a lyrical similarity.
Oh, well, let's get this ghetto chariot rolling.
Well, and I love I saw the list now. Your new album is coming out very soon.
Alarmingly soon, huh?
Yeah.
It's Diamond Dave, and it's familiar turf with the bands that I covered. These are songs and bands, actually, that I grew up shoplifting in the early 60s, mid-60s, when I was a very little kid, before I was a teenager. And if you wanted to do, like, Hullabaloo, Real Don Steele, Soul Train stuff, you did Soul Kitchen. From the Doors. That's what that band always sounded like to us. If you think about it, you go, that sounds like Austin Powers. Yeah, baby, we'll be right back after this. And if you want to get in touch with your black rage, and I feel that I have some, then you tried to imitate the Jimi Hendrix song, 6 was 9.
Oh, what a great choice.
Exactly. And if you wanted to tie a headband on and put the black light on, and light a little bit of incense and get some cheap reefer from Cousin Jimmy, and your parents went out to dinner on Friday night, you put that Beatles song on 30 times in a row. And you would pretend you were in Haight-Ashbury, man. And if you wanted to be a bad mojo rider, well, we weren't really sure what that meant, but we wanted to be one. And ZZ Top was but an idea in some other little kid's head out on the playground, so you did Savoy Brown, man.
Oh,
and
yeah.
then there's the routine when Wayne and Garth are sitting in the cab of the car and they're doing Bohemian Rhapsody and they know every word and you point on the punchlines to each other. Well, for me, that was the first song on the record. I'm tired of trying to be someone I know ain't me. And you point to whoever's riding shotgun. My girlfriend Stacy, my last girlfriend Stacy, intentionally would screw up the last part of the a cappella part because she knew I thought it was charming and funny.
Well, you picked some great songs to do on this record, let me tell you.
And it is mojo packed. I brought a smile to the hips of people around the world. Hey, use a pun, go to jail. But not here. It's all provided for. I like the groove. For me, Mr. Motion, come on. That's, it's got to have that gathering of the tribes feel. A lot of times when people do cover tunes, it's, to express their inner self. I'm here to express your inner self. You filthy little strumpet. I love it.
Hey, thank you.
You tawdry little tart. So who's doing the selecting, me or you? Talk about a power move. I never knew what it really meant when I was a kid. I do now. But my favorite cartoon character was Wonder Woman because she had her golden lariat and she would catch villains and tie them up and make them tell the truth. And I want to talk to you about that, baby.
Oh, well, tell me the truth. Tell me the truth, David. Come on.
You don't have one of those costumes, do you?
No, I put that away years ago.
We can imaginate it.
Listen, I love that you do Ice Cream Man, which is a signature song for you, in my opinion, that you do this again on the new album. And you have Edgar Winter on sax. How cool is that?
Try to update it, take the music past where you found it. Sometimes, if I was going to learn blues guitar, for example, then I would spend the first 10 summers just trying to get it right. And then once you've done that, you could take it beyond and perhaps like Eddie Van Halen did at some point in time, create something new. Make your contribution to the overall fiesta. Ice Cream Man, the first time I did it with the Van Halens, we were just trying to get it right. And then today, try to take it past where you found it. Something that's a little more like the chase scene from a funny movie. If you think about that, then we were aiming for that. And these are all kinds of characters who play. Greg Fillinganes, for example, is Quincy Jones's sideman on everything that he's ever really done in the last 10, 15 years. Nile Rodgers, to classic rock people, might not be familiar with the name, but he's the guy who wrote
fast.
These Are the Good Times, and he's the one who wrote for We Are Family, which to me is the Led Zeppelin of dance music. And, Omar Hakim, who's played with everybody, in the jazz world, and he did Sting's albums, Blue Turtles, and that whole When You Love Somebody, that's Omar Hakim. So I have an opportunity to barter whatever musical capacity I have. I use it as a passport to meet all kinds of interesting folks. I'll be the navigator even if I can't drive it. So, it's having fun.
You're driving just fine, Dave.
Hey, thanks. I have nowhere where we're going, but I do know we're ahead of schedule.
Just enjoy the scenery. I think that's the whole point, isn't it?
A lot of people really, really hate going to the studio. It smacks of homework. They hate going to do the video. We don't really understand that vocabulary. It's a whole different language, shooting film. And doing graphic arts these days, you got to be able to be digitally oriented. And then when they get to the road, it becomes, all right, we're going to be professional, sober, focused adults, and we're going to accomplish things here. And I take the opposite approach. I love the 2 years that lead up to this. All right, let's slave over a hot and steaming console down at the recording studio, and then let's rush down to the engine room and make a video, shoot 35 mil, edit, frame the sound, come upstairs, talk, do the interview, make a personality move here. Then we got to shoot a photograph. Don't know where it's going. Better shoot another. Great. Then by the time it comes for the road, all of your prep and training that way comes in, and you just go, great. That's like a prolonged company picnic for 90 days.
Oh, that's great. I love it. Because
90 days. You like the way I slid that through?
Yes,
90
I did.
Days, 90 days is metric for this summer.
Excellent. Excellent. Now, also, I was reading that you apprehended a criminal on your own property.
Right there. Hold it, buddy. Oh, sorry, it's the pool guy. I almost shot the pool guy.
Uh-oh. Now tell me what this was all about. Somebody came onto your property?
This guy came over this fence. I'm looking at it right now. It's about 15 feet high, and I heard him hit the ground. That's, boom. And he's silent. He comes quietly along, the lawn here. And I'm listening to see if it's maybe some high schoolers come over full of beer from, drinking at Moose McGillicuddy's or something around the corner, and maybe they just want to go swimming when Roth's on the road or something in the pool, like I would have in junior high. And this guy was silent, man. He comes walking and walking and walking. When he came around the corner, I have a shotgun, the beauty of which is you never have to actually aim it at anybody. If you rack that thing as hard and as loud as you can, twice, like rack, rack. In languages, it says, what are you doing here? So, I had him lay down in the sprinkler system, and I called the cops, and they came and took him away. Now, I'm being accused of being insensitive to the individual.
Stop.
I understand that it was low-fat crank that they found in his pocket, and that it was just a small knife.
Oh, my God. Well, he was on your property, seriously.
I have all kinds of characters. Some people are just fans, a bit, thrill-seeking fans. And, hey, I've had somebody come and try and kidnap my pop with a pistol once. Sometimes you're flypaper for crazies in this business.
Yeah.
So it's not a lament. I knew what was coming up on the job description. Hey, you buy the land, woo, you got the Indians.
Well, I think we're all kind of proud of you that, you took it upon yourself to take care of business. So, good for you.
It is part and parcel of kind of learning, I believe, just quickly a little public service. Even if you're anti-gun, even if you never intend to even load a gun, even if you never ever intend to really own a gun, you should know how to speak gun. In America, way too many people say it with bullets. I don't care what Hallmark Fame greeting card says anymore. And your kids, when they're little, by the time they're 12 years old, they'll have come in contact with a loaded gun without anybody's supervision at least 3-4 times. So you got to know how to speak it, just so you can safely maneuver around it. You can never own one. You never have to load it. Go get a shotgun and do what I did. Make all the noise. You never even have to load it. If you're Christian Science Monitor, then don't load it.
Hit him with a rolled-up newspaper.
Use it like a party favor.
There you go.
In a quiet neighborhood, it has a stunning effect. And you'll be able to teach your kids at least how to negotiate those curves. There's some dumbass at the local pot party, like ones I used to go to, pulls out a loaded pistol, that Junior knows what he's saying.
Yeah.
Junior knows what the other kid's doing or doing wrong. And perhaps, do the right thing, whatever that means. Do you know how to unload it? If you find one in your drawer from the last person in your condo, do you know how to handle it? Do you have to go call somebody to drive across town, or do you know how to simply disarm it and then make your call? And I'm a big fan of that. I don't say you should own it. I don't say you should carry it. Hell no. Most of my friends, no. All right, let's arm Eddie Van Halen.
Oh, bad. Not a good idea.
Great. Let's lock and load with Sammy Hagar. All right.
Oh, Dave, that's what we love about you, man.
They're pouring over the wall, Sarge. Here comes the rhythm section.
Oh, no, not that. Oh, Dave, this will be great. So, we're excited about seeing you in town. We're excited about seeing the solo show. And
I'm excited about hitting the road. I got another guitar player, 2 guitar players up on stage here, and it makes a walloping sound. It's cineramic, hey, stereophonical. A lot of these tunes, whether it's classic stuff or whether it's the super modern right now, wow, you've got more than one guitar working there. You got to hear it. And we can officiate over a lot of new tunes that we haven't done from Van Halen and that I have from my solo stuff. You'll recognize every single one of them. It's like national anthem time. and you attach all of your personal history to it as well.
Oh, the song Damn Good always just did it for me.
There you go.
I love that song.
Everybody picks one tune,
That's right.
And depending on what's happening in your life, it's like a glass bowl. And you present that bowl to somebody, and out of it comes all of those memories, all of those nightmares. Hey, funny how some of those nightmares turned into memories.
Good memories, too,
Yeah, well, there's bad times of transition, like the time I opened Playboy and all the girls were younger. What happened? Did you have a guys' meeting without me?
Yeah, when did that happen? I don't know.
That was like in the space of one night.
Yeah.
I got pulled over by the highway patrol, and the cop was a little younger. What? Whoa. What happened? Roll that back.
Yeah, when did our doctors, the thing I hate is when doctors are all younger than you. It's like, what happened?
Yeah, but then you make the conceptual meet to nurses, aides, and candy stripers, and it's all mo better.
There you go. There you go. Well, Dave, come by the station again if you have the time while you're in town. We'd love to see you.
Right.
Like I said, we've got pictures from the old times, so we can all reminisce. So it'll be good.
I practice what I call selective amnesia here, but when we get into the right lighting, I feel like you get lucky.
Well, that's great. That's great. Thanks so much for taking a little time to call us this morning.
Iris, you tawdry little strumpet, behave yourself.
I refuse.
Well, then think of me.
I will. I plan to remain in radio and stay an adolescent as long as possible.
Stretch it like more than a coffee break, like a chiclet to the moon, honey.
You got that right. All right. Well, you take care of yourself and be safe on the road, and we'll see you when you get here, okay?
1-800-LOVE-YOU, Iris. Bye.
Bye-bye, Dave.